Lily and the Tiny Tadpoles. Lily was a curious little girl who loved animals, especially tiny creatures. One spring morning, while walking in the park with her mummy, she spotted something wiggling in the pond's shallow water. "Mummy, look! What are those?" she asked, pointing excitedly. Mummy smiled. "Those are tadpoles, Lily. They're baby frogs." Lily's eyes widened. "Can we bring some home and watch them grow?" Mummy nodded. "We can, but we have to take good care of them." Excited, they scooped a few tadpoles into a small jar with pond water and brought them home to their garden. Back home, Mummy and Lily set up a special home for the tadpoles in a large glass tank filled with fresh water, pebbles, and pond plants. Lily checked on them every morning before breakfast, watching as they wiggled their tiny tails and darted around. "They look like little fish," Lily giggled. Mummy taught her how to feed them special food and keep their water clean. Every few days, Lily carefully changed the water, making sure they had a nice, safe home. She even read books about frogs, learning about their amazing transformation. Weeks passed, and something amazing happened. Tiny legs began to sprout on the tadpoles. "Mummy, look! They're growing legs!" Lily squealed in excitement. Mummy smiled. "That means they're growing up. Soon they'll be ready for the next stage." As time went on, the tadpoles' tails grew shorter, and their legs became stronger. One morning, Lily noticed that one of them had changed completely. It was no longer a tadpole, but a tiny frog. "Mummy, they're turning into frogs. What do we do now?" Mummy smiled. "Now that they're frogs, they need to go back to the pond where they belong." Lily felt a little sad to say goodbye, but she knew it was the right thing to do. She spent the afternoon watching them carefully, talking to them softly as if they could understand. She even gave them names: Bubbles, Jumper, and Tiny. "They've been part of our family," she said. "I'll miss them." Mummy gave her a comforting hug. "You helped them grow strong, Lily. That's something very special." On a sunny afternoon, Lily and Mummy carefully carried the tank back to the park. They walked to the pond where they had first found the tadpoles. Lily knelt down and gently released the tiny frogs onto the water's edge. One by one, the little frogs hopped away, disappearing into the reeds and lily pads. Lily giggled as Jumper made a particularly big leap, landing on a floating leaf. "Goodbye, little frogs," Lily whispered. "Have a happy life." As they sat by the pond watching the ripples on the water, Mummy told Lily stories about frogs and their important role in nature. Frogs help keep ponds healthy, and who knows, maybe one day you'll see them again. Lily smiled, feeling proud. She watched the rippling water and wondered if, one day, she might see her little frogs again. That night, as she lay in bed, she dreamed of tiny frogs hopping through the garden, visiting her again. She knew that every time she walked past the pond, she would always look for tiny frogs, hoping to spot one of her little friends in their new home. And from that day on, Lily had a new love for nature, one that she would carry with her always. The end.